Welcome to the Planet Microcap Podcast, the #1 destination for everything microcap investing. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and each week I sit down with elite investors, CEOs, and market experts to uncover actionable insights and real-world lessons you can apply immediately. Are you a new or experienced microcap investor? Do you want to meet microcap management teams as well as other microcap investors from around the world? Planet Microcap hosts the highest quality in-person microcap events in North America. The mission is to bring the best microcap investors, companies, and allocators together to gather, connect, and grow. Visit planetmicrocap.com to learn more about our Las Vegas and Toronto events. Now, a quick disclaimer. This presentation is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as a recommendation to purchase or sell any security referenced herein. Planet Microcap Holdings, LLC and Microcap Club, LLC are not licensed brokers nor registered investment advisors. We, our partners, contractors, members, subscribers, guests, or affiliates may or may not hold positions in one or more of the securities mentioned in this presentation and may trade in such securities at any time. We may have received cash compensation from one or more participants for presenting at past, present, or future events. We recommend you consult a licensed investment advisor, broker, or legal counsel before purchasing or selling any securities referenced in this presentation. Welcome to Planet Microcap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft. Joining me right now is Ross Dove. He's the CEO of Heritage Global. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is HGBL on NASDAQ. And Heritage Global will be presenting at our upcoming investor conference, Planet Microcap Las Vegas, powered by Microcap Club, taking place June 16 through 18, 2026 at the Bellagio. For more information to register, to meet with Ross and the team in Vegas, please register to attend at planetmicrocap.com. And with that, Ross, thank you for joining me today. How you doing?
Thank you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in Vegas. Thanks for having us once again.
Absolutely. Our annual hang, this is how we do.
Perfect.
So Ross, it's been, it's been a little over a year since the last time we did an interview together, but before you give the updates and everything like that, and I promise I will set you up for it. First things first, for those that aren't familiar with the Heritage Global story, can you give us that quick overview of the company first?
I'll give you the real quick overview. So we're an asset services company that really focuses on the valuation and the disposition of both industrial assets and financial assets. On the industrial side, we primarily sell manufacturing equipment in the 25 sectors inside the building, from pharma equipment to metalworking to woodworking to defense, etc. We have big multinational clients, Pfizer and Amgen, etc. And we also do insolvency work for companies that are struggling, where the venture capital community needs to exit an investment. About 200 auctions a year. We have buyers all over the world. We've been doing it for a very long time. And that's the core business there. We have a valuation business that appraises those kinds of assets. And we're pretty much an expert in all those sectors. That's about half the business. The other half the business is on the financial asset side. Same kind of platform, where we're a disposition company primarily. We have been traditionally in the business of selling consumer loans. Started out years ago, credit card loans, auto loans. It grew into fintech loans as the world progressed in that area. We sell buy now, pay later loans, peer-to-peer loans, etc. We made an acquisition. I'm not supposed to talk about next year yet, so I'll sneak it in there real quick, right ahead of you. We made an acquisition I'm quite proud of. We bought a company called DebtX, which now puts us in the marketplace on the consumer real estate loan side, and which is very, very different, because all of a sudden we're in commercial real estate loans. So I snuck that one in before your question.
No worries. I know you will cover it a little bit further later on. But again, it's been about a year since last time we had you on here. Give us that some of the key highlights from the last, let's say, 12 to 14 months.
The biggest highlight was probably the M&A deal. We'd been talking about doing M&A for a long time, and we finally got a pretty significant deal done in a very fast-growing sector. We bought a company called DebtX because our brand in selling loans was really tied into consumer loans, and it wasn't really tied into commercial real estate loans in a marketplace that is probably our biggest addressable market right now. You've got, $1 trillion in commercial real estate loans coming due. They're not all going to wind up getting refinanced with the existing lenders. A large amount of them are going to have to find new homes. You've got office buildings that are partially vacant, retail centers that have lost an anchor tenant. You've got various assets not getting through commercial-backed mortgage securities and having to be sold as standalones. This is a 25-year-old business that has an outstanding reputation in that sector. So the last year, what we've been doing is what we call filling in the holes, getting the company really to be more diversified and a broader company. We've got a ways to go and a really solid 3-year plan, but we're on course on that plan to fill in all the holes. And we think it's a real growth strategy. Um, so moving forward, we can't wait to go to Vegas and tell everybody what we're planning on doing.
Very good. Well, you could give a little snapshot right now because to close us out here, from what you can tell us, and again, you've kind of alluded to it already, but give us the whole response here. From what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now that folks should be paying attention to with regard to heritage for the duration of 2026?
So I'll give you two. On the financial side, we've now got $1 trillion in credit card debt. When everybody said it's a good economy right now because there's a lot of consumer spending, we look at it very differently. A lot of consumer spending where you're charging credit cards ultimately turns into product for us. You just did not have that large consumer spending without eventually a certain amount of those loans becoming charge-offs. So we see a growth platform for us just based upon the big buildup in consumer spending. So that's my quick one on the financial side. The quick one on the industrial side, all you see right now is everybody talking about how AI is going to really help revolutionize both manufacturing and operations. But all they talk about is how it is creating layoffs. It's just a fundamental structural reality that every day you read about another company laying off 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 500 people, with headcount reductions ultimately increase surplus assets and ultimately increase asset flow to auctioneers. So when you read about all these layoffs, I don't get the auction tomorrow. It takes 3 or 4 or 5 months to execute the layoffs, another 3 or 4 or 5 months to find the surplus, but I get the assets. So if you're asking me what I think the next 3 or 4 years look like, I think we're in a very, very strong position to really move forward with a lot of progress and really turn up the notch on our profits. So I'm heading into Vegas to tell you more.
All right. Well, Ross, with that, where can our audience go and find more information about the company?
As you said earlier, we trade on the NASDAQ. It's very easy, HGBL, or you can pick up the phone. You can find my phone number on the website. We're not, in a position where we want anybody to have to go do a bunch of work. Just call me up.
All right. And that's hginc.com. Ross, thank you so much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I'll see you in Vegas.
Have a great conference.
Thank you. You too.